Alrighty, welcome to Combat Rogue Silver Proving Grounds step-by-step guide. Now, in here, I'm not really good at combat, I have to confess. I usually play either assassination or subtlety, and I only have daggers, which is not going to help me out too much. But Silver, it does not usually have incredible DPS requirements, so even botching up the rotation usually does not incredibly inconvenience you. So this is one of those things I'm just basically going to show you how to get through this. Alrighty. First wave is really simple. You just attack, activate your slice and dice. One thing I will show that this glyph, Deadly Momentum, is essential. Now, in proving grounds, a lot of people, especially if you're having difficult, might get panicky or be desperately trying to deal their DPS. Really, the DPS requirement is very low in Proving Grounds. It doesn't really require a lot. It's more important that you follow the basic mechanics of the fights, which for some of the first few waves is simply beat on them. As you can see, all I did was really auto attack with Blade Flurry up and then spam Sinister Strike. And I'm even forgetting Revealing Strike. If you're combat, you always make sure Revealing Strike is on their target. Oh. Alright, this is the first wave which really actually has an actual requirement. Let's see. And I'm forgetting my own advice, because I'm stupid. Alright, as you can see, I'm not really doing perfect DPS, but it doesn't really matter. Because as long as you get them hit, boom. I mean, as you can see, they just melt. If you actually hit the mobs with the amber, they melt in seconds. So it's very important to do that, much more important than it is simply staying on the mobs and panicking trying to attack. You see here, I'm just basically auto-attacking with Blade Flurry up. And I melted those, and then I turned this guy around and kite that right into him. And boom. And now that he's gotten hit, he just melts. I really don't care for Deep Insight too. That awkward method of where your damage just goes up and then goes down without you having much control over it is really awkward. But combat is the most difficult rogue spec to DPS in, I believe. Probably partly because of that. And a lot of people like that, so I won't go into that too much. Alright, actually, I'm going to attack these guys for a little bit, kill one of those, and that interrupts him. Now, the important thing here is don't let him get a cast heal off. Now, you'll notice I actually used a little trick by forcing him to cast a heal on one of the little guys, which, of course, you know, don't have much HP. So even if he fully heals one of these guys, it's not that big a deal. But past that, as you can see, I mean, most of combat is just auto-attacking. I'm probably... combat rogues who actually, you know, hardcore play this spec are probably looking at me going, oh my god, horrible. But, as you can see here, I'm basically just auto-attacking and spamming Sinister Strike. And make sure you kill these guys first. I mean, it's generally a given. Also, if you're finding yourself really having difficulty, you can use your cooldowns. Those combat rogues are very cooldown dependent. There's a reason why they have them. I'm not using my cooldowns just to show you that you can get through this. I mean, like I said, the DPS requirement is not phenomenally strenuous. You don't even need to use your cooldowns to get through it. But if you do find yourself get stuck, like a heal goes off, or you get stunned or something, you could use Killing Spree or Adrenaline Rush to help pick yourself back up. But past that, as long as you make sure you interrupt the spells and kite the amber correctly, you really shouldn't have too much of a difficulty. And again, this glyph is a godsend. It saves you so much on upkeeping slice and dice. Let's see, what do I got to deal with here? Alright. As you see here, I just hit that a few times, so even though he healed that, it wasn't that big a deal. Because he just healed one of the little ones, which dies really quick anyways. Now, I want to hit one of these guys with that Amber Glob to drastically increase the damage they take. As you can see, boop. He gets hit really hard and just drops. Now I want to hit this guy with it. He's going to be annoying. Actually, he's dropping anyways. Like I said, the DPS requirement is not incredible on here. I've got plenty of time left. And again, not even using any cooldowns. Just make sure you kite that amber correctly. It doesn't really matter if you mess up your rotation too much, as long as you're actually using that correctly. And I know I'm very descriptive by saying using that correctly. Let's see. Yep. Not sure what was going on there, or how both of them got hit, but you know what? Whatever. The other nice thing about it is that it stuns the bugger, so he can't actually heal. Just make sure, they do have a bit of an AoE effect, so they can accidentally catch you too, which can be a problem. I'm just going to interrupt that one because I don't want to deal with it. And he dies. I'm not even using sprint. I mean, it would be much easier if I just sprinted. But, let's get him hit by that. And boom. You see, that was kind of awkward. Like, I didn't do perfectly there. But like you said, even if you mess up your rotation, even if, like, you have to stay away from the mob, even if, like, basically you make mistakes, as long as you follow the generic mechanics of the entire fight, you'll be fine. Make sure you interrupt, make sure you kite that amber around correctly. Even if you've got to back away from the mob for a few seconds, it's not going to kill you. The increase in damage you get from the amber hitting the actual mob more than makes up for that. Activate Blade Flurry when you're killing the little mobs, keep your Slice and Dice up, and most of the fight is just sitting there spamming Revealing Strike and Sinister Strike and eviscerating whenever you happen to have 5 combo points. Anyways, hope this helps you out. Thanks for watching.